A Story, Fall 2020. How Will Friends Survive? By Megan Fleming. It was the middle of summer. James was on the phone with his friend Bill, discussing the plan that their university had just sent out for returning for classes in the fall. James was a little upset with the precautions that the university was taking and was asking Bill for his opinion on the situation. Also becoming a little worried with the situation, discussed how the university was only taking the precautions of wearing masks, trying to social distance people, and trying to have them return in the fall. Bill couldn't believe that they were going back to school in the fall. Stacy, Bill's sister, was in her room doing her summer online homework when her computer was malfunctioning and was giving her an error message on her homework. She could hear that they were discussing the possibility of online schooling for the fall, and she couldn't believe if she had to deal with the computer for one more minute. Although James was just as weary about the plan as Bill, he believed that the plan would eventually help the spread of the disease, and he decided to call it in for the night so he could go ahead and tell his parents about the plan and they could discuss it further. After Bill ended his call with James, he decided he wanted to talk to a few more people about what his university was deciding to do. So he went ahead and he called his sister, even though she was across the hallway from him. She surprisingly answered his call and explained that she believed that the university was doing all that they could in order to prevent the spread of the disease and to ensure his own safety at his educational institution. She thought that he would be best going back in the fall rather than taking online classes. Bill was very grateful for his sister's advice. He believes that Stacy was right and that there wasn't too much to worry about. So he went ahead and he just called his friends like a regular night. Next, he went ahead and he called Patricia, asking her how she was doing. Bill FaceTimed Patricia, and he was able to get a hold of her. "Hey, Patricia," exclaimed Bill. "How are you?" Patricia replied and said, "Not very well. I just found out my sister was diagnosed with COVID-19, and now we all have to self-quarantine for multiple weeks while she gets better." After a few more minutes of chatting, Patricia and Bill ended their call. Bill then reflected and thought about how him and his friends need to make sure that they follow social distancing practices in order to ensure the safety of themselves and others at their college in the future. The end.